Well, hello, Tube. We have the final short story of Michael Crichton's in the First Words short story collection, where they collect a bunch of this Paul Mendelbaum collected a bunch of the first works of various literary people. If you would like a copy of this, I have an affiliate link down below to bookshop.org where you could buy this book. I get a small commission using my affiliate link. You don't expect an extra cost yourself, or you can just spend a couple bucks and get the ebook. That's really the route to go. I don't get a small commission by doing that. No, but for you, it's a much better deal. Um, Also, if you like Michael Crichton, consider hitting that subscribe button. I got a bunch of Michael Crichton content on this channel. Bunch more to come still, and other various bookish content. So check out my playlist down below. Consider hitting that thumbs up button if you like this sort of thing. Thumbs down this video because we're a minute in already and we haven't gotten anywhere. Now I should have been doing that spiel, getting to the short story, but you know I'm not very bright. I don't plan ahead like this. In this short story called The Lab, oh my lord, come on, a few more pages. You've already clicked off of this. I might as well just end the video right now. The most important part of the lab, 1961. He was 18 years old when he wrote this. I believe he started off at Harvard as like a writing English student or a writing student. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that. I think he did until before he transferred to the medical side of stuff. And there's a little blurb that starts off with, I think that this is a fine rate. I think this is a first rate piece of writing. Crichton's writing instructor notes in the margins. The second half, the part in the lab, is just beautifully done. Why don't you send this off to the Advocate? I assume that's a magazine of some sort. I don't know. I wasn't alive in the 60s. My parents were barely alive in the 60s. It may just not it may just not be their style, but that's their problem. Try it anyway. I wish I could have read it to the class. Maybe you ought to change the title, curtail it, I guess. So it starts off with our main character, our main dude. He's a medical student. But he stumbles upon some person passed out in the street or on the sidewalk or whatever, and people are literally just walking around him, and he's the only one that stops to check on this person. And it wasn't until the person came around that people gathered around and paid attention to what was going on. And then this person that's passed just disappears. So, what's going on here? I don't know. Is he just like a medical student that's tired and hallucinating, and or maybe he was the person that passed out and fell over? Who knows? I don't know. Maybe Michael doesn't know. He didn't know what the Untitled story was about, so maybe he doesn't know what's going on here. Maybe he just thought it was a twist because he just likes his twist, doesn't he? But the second part, he gets to the lab and he talks about dissecting a rat in the class and all this, and seeing the beating heart, and just the whole thing is just boring and monotonous. And I think that is definitely foreshadowing his medical career, because he very much had a distaste for medicine and how hospitals operate, and just like the amount people cared. Nobody cared. People were jerks, and just he very much had a distaste for the whole medical thing. So there's definitely like some foreshadowing going on to his real life, I think. It's actually a really good, interesting story. Way better than the other ones. Of course, now he's 18 still in 1961. You know, he's got a little bit of practice under his belt. This one actually felt fairly polished. I mean, it's a little clunky, but when you were 18, when I can't write this good now, let alone when I was 18. I couldn't even write my name when I was 18. I couldn't even read a short story when I was 18, let alone write one. It was actually really good. I really enjoyed this little short story. It doesn't really go anywhere, but it's a short story. Does it really need to go anywhere? I don't know. It might be kind of nice. It might have been kind of nice if you would have worked it into one of his other stories. Maybe he does. Maybe I just haven't got to it yet, which I don't think so. But um, there's another little blurb about this short story that his instructor wrote. Um, let's see here. Angry dinosaurs. Um, let's see. Well, here we go. As a medical student, Crichton often met healthcare professionals who were a bit short on humanism, like the resident in Travels who would yank at patients in their beds, shouting, "No, no, not like that. Just stay the way I had you." Just people were, and you see that a lot too. Like it's almost cliche. The nurse at the nurse's station that won't even look up from their whatever to even recognize you as a human being when you're checking in or asking a question or looking for what room a family member is. Um, let's see here. I thought there's another. Maybe I'm just imagining things. The pre med track at Harvard was nasty and competitive. Blah blah blah. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I was just. Oh my lord. The one thing I don't like about the candle is I'm trying to go back. I am clicking on the left side to go back. And what's it doing? It's going to the right. It's going further instead of back. Oh, this section is slightly more feeble than the rest, suggests Crichton's teacher, referring to the next two paragraphs. From here on it's fine. Which I guess can I click on, will it take me um yeah, so where he loses track of where this mystery person had fainted. So, anyway, um, Michael Crichton's the lab, the most important part of the lab. Have you read this one? It's not too bad. If you're a Michael Crichton fan, this is probably the one to read in this short story collection that's worth reading. I'm actually kind of spoiler alert for 2024. Ursula K. Le Guin's in this. I do plan on reading a bunch of Le Guin next year. So we are not done looking at these short stories in this book. So I'll be interested in seeing what Le Guin was going on in her early days of writing. That will be really interesting. So that's it for this one, peeps. Let me know down below if you picked up this collection of first words. It's kind of interesting. I'm really looking forward to checking out more of the authors in this book. So, cheers, peeps.